I like this.
What's that?
I say I like this. I really do. The system with the lights there. Very cool.
Thank you. I think I should be able to cap that, and that should be... Let me make sure I don't have any weird space in here. Oh, plus there's a light right there, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, the whole system with the tower of lights is going to be really cool, watching the lights come on as the chest fill.
Yeah, that should work. Yeah. See, that still leaves me with that space and that space open. So I'll probably replace, you know, the actual in-between spaces with something else so it doesn't match the wall, since most of this is smooth stone. Probably replace the flooring too, since that whole column there will be smooth stone.
So you are going to do the spaces on either side of the lights with whatever's in it?
Yeah, I think so. That'd be the easiest to distinguish them, I think.
Right.
So even if I don't put a sign at the top, I can step back over the glass and go, what's down here? Oh, that's smooth stone. Yeah. And then this will probably be cobble. And then I'll probably do sand and dirt. I may not do a gravel one, but I'll do sand and dirt, another full. So cobble over here, sand and dirt. And then I may do a half one of gravel, a half one of something. Yeah, I'm gonna do a half one of gravel and...
What about netherrack?
Oh yeah, netherrack would be a good one, another half one.
Oh crap, netherrack would be a...
Oh yeah.
Good one for a full one, for that matter.
Yeah, well this is all...
You do grow that stuff quickly.
Yeah, this is a test situation.
Of course. Of course.
Well, why don't we run up to the top? And if you don't mind helping me a second here. Oh, actually I've got, let's see here. I've got a bunch of smooth stone here. I'm going to shuffle off onto me, and then I just want to see how much of it I can actually, see if I can get it full, or at least get all the...
Grab my bed and my chest, because I'm sure to be asked for one or the other one of them shortly. You got that crafting table on you still? Especially since it's going nighttime.
Bed. Alright, now that it's daylight, I'm going to be right back as I let Sadie in.
Okay.
Alrighty, I'm back.
Okay.
Let's see here. Wow, it does take a little bit of time, but that one's still filtering stuff through.
Oh.
Alright, let's see what I can leave here. Dang. Got a couple items that I just remade. I got a bunch of... couple of water bottles.
Hey, find a tin can, you can make a canteen. We've not played that in a while either.
No, we haven't.
That'd be one of the things we do when Mindfiend gets back to real world.
Yeah, that was my thing, is I was like, yeah, don't want to log on without them.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I got a pretty good amount of space. We can go over there and gather a bunch of my smooth stone and bring it back. And I still want to try to fix this, but see if I can lower... I'll do that later, I guess. Lower that down, again, as I said, 2 tiles so that the cactus is below the level. I'll leave it. It's functional at the moment. I don't want to break it.
Right.
Go down one more, I think. Yeah. I need to put signs. This is the storage level. That's the access to the house.
Yeah, it's starting to become as confusing finding your way around your place as it was over at Keeb's old house.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm trying to fix that. This will eventually be... oh, dang, that one's empty. Alright, so that bottom one's got smooth stone on it. Does that one? Yeah, so that one does, and this one's got some smooth stone.
Okay.
Much as I can hold out of that one.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember we got some splash potions of speed that I'd made a little while ago, or yesterday, or whenever it was, so why not use it?
Well, they still got to wait for the chest to empty.
That's true, I guess.
And this right here is probably going to fill it up to the point where you're going to have to wait for it to empty out before we can put more in. Yeah.
Go down and see what it's doing. How's it looking? Yeah, the bottom just isn't even full yet. So yeah, it does take some time, but that is...
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to be pretty cool that, again, as you pull from the bottom one, gradually the top one will start emptying and the light will go off. And
yeah, you've always got a visual reference here to
say, oh, okay, well,
to how much do you have left, without having to take a look in each and every chest.
Yeah, crap, I've only got 10 double chest of smooth stone left. Now I don't have as many as mine being.
Well, we'll put a remedy to that.
Yep, we'll blow up the hive.
Exactly. I was about to say, we'll go blow it up. Tell we're brothers.
I was going to say, yeah, you can tell that we are brothers. Alright, grab everything out of this chest. This should be off. Alright, that's everything out of that one. I keep forgetting about the fact you can pick up a stack and then click on the stack and it'll pull all that out.
Yeah, it took me a long time to get that through my head, but now that I have, it's so convenient.
Yeah, I looked in the chest and I wondered how it filled so fast, and I was like, oh yeah, that's what you just did. Food check. Yeah, the only problem with coming up on the backside of this is you have to remember not to go swinging as you come up. Otherwise you may break a wire or something. How's it looking? Full.
Yep.
Why, that's emptying. Let me just kind of look at this again. So if I drop that down, one tile, 2 tiles. Cactus will be actually... It'll be on the level with the gas. Will it? No, it'll be one below the glass pane, so it may actually work. And it'll be flush. And then that will go...
You don't like the cactus?
Well, it's not that I don't like it. It's just I wouldn't mind it being below the surface, so it's all just a nice, smooth glass pane area.
Uh-huh.
And then if I do that, I may actually take away this top glass platform and just have a hole in the center, so you can just drop down in. That way you can see everything in here really well.
Now, is this set up so that if you drop something besides smooth stone in it, it
No.
won't go down?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay. So you better be careful about what you put in.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Otherwise you'll have one random item sitting there clogging up one little slot in a chest. Eventually, it'll work its way through. It'll show up on the bottom. You'll be like, "What the hell is that arrow that G's been holding this entire episode doing in the bottom of that?" Yeah.
I was thinking more junk chests. You'd find an egg, 3 pieces of string.
Gotcha. I probably will make one of those too. And at least the stacks will go through. You know, like if you put an egg in the top, eventually it'll work its way down and find a stack of eggs that's not complete.
Is there a way of making it filter with that top hopper there?
Oh, the sorting things are so freaking confusing and expensive.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just check.
yeah, there is a way, but I've
Not worth it.
yeah, it's
It's just be careful what you throw in.
yeah. So I may actually still put a sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is doable. It is just confusing. I watched like 6 videos on how to do it and went into creative single player and sat there and tried. I couldn't get it. I can't figure out how to get it to work anyway. Because you have to put 18 in the first slot of the hopper,
Right.
and then 1 in the rest of them. But every time I did that, I'd still have the items, like those items would start filtering out, and I'm like, I don't understand. Now those items are going through. Well, then you have to have like a repeater with a light with a redstone torch underneath that hopper to keep it from dispensing until it gets a new item coming through, which it turns off the lamp long enough to send a single item. And yeah.
Yeah. I was wondering about that because I know over at the Hive, his vast hopper network does that. It, you throw everything in the top one and then it sorts it out as it goes through.
Yeah. And if I had that space, then yeah, I would.
Yeah.
It would probably take up this entire garage just to get it sorted, and then I would have to dig out an area as big as he has underneath his hive for sorting it. Yeah.
Well, you might not need signs. What about right here? Just each chest. What about just having the block in front of it be whatever's in it?
Gotcha.
Like that block right there be stone, and over on this one, when you get it, have that block be cobble or dirt or whatever.
That's a good idea. Yeah, and then the rest of the floor I can make out of clay or something that I absolutely probably won't have that much of like that.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Very
carpeted or something.
Yeah, that's a very good idea. No, carpet would be too easy to accidentally break and pick up or whatever.
Like you said, clay.
Yeah, clay may be a better idea. All right.
God knows we got an entire desert full of it.
Yeah, that's a good idea though. The item or block in front of it. That's really. Okay.
So how'd little Henry do? You didn't have to go pick him up, did you?
No, I didn't. In bed.
Good.
He did fall today though.
No.
Yep, banged his head.
Well, he wants to be like his favorite uncle.
I'm just glad he didn't do it as much or as well as his favorite uncle.
I have to make him a little baby-sized leg brace so he can.
Oh no, it wasn't his leg.
Oh, poor little tyke. I just heard a minecart rumble.
I told you, I heard a grumble a little while ago too, and I'm like, I think there's a monster in here or something.
I didn't hear a grumble, but I heard a rumble. It sounded just like a minecart.
Yeah.
Oh.
I went ahead and cheated the system a little bit. Went ahead and put all my smooth stone in the bottom just to speed it up a little bit.
A nice little bit of road rash he's got on his head.
That he does. Alright, so I am empty, so I'm going to go back and grab some more. I said I cheated it and went ahead and dropped it in the bottom chest just to speed it up. I want to see that second light come on. That's the only thing that not that I don't like, is the fact that and that's the other thing you can do apparently with some more redstone and a couple other little devices or whatever, is set it up where it'll tell you when the chest is full. Not just when it has an item in it.
Right.
But I'm like, well, I don't think I like that, because then if it told you when it was full,
Yeah, I prefer it just letting you know something's in it.
yeah, because then I was like, you have no clue how much is in it or whatever. You just know there's some in it. And I'm like, then that still defeats the point. All right, there we go. So that is all. Double check. All right. Over here in this glass area over here. I've been using.
Oh, this is where? Who? Huh? Over here.
Area with the glass chest up here.
Okay.
I've been using that fortune pick, not fortune pick, touch so much that I've got tons of it there too. And those actually are 3 double chests of actual dirt, believe it or not.
Okay, so the top one at the glass.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta get out of this texture pack. I can't see if that second chest is lit up or not. Or second, not second chest, but second. Is it not?
No. No.
Done.
Up here,
Just
it looks like still the bottom one.
Because it's filling up the hopper now. That's what it's doing. Yeah.
Okay.
There it goes.
So the hoppers will fill up
Now
too.
when I put the block back, it should. Yep, there it goes. Yeah, so the hoppers will fill up too. Yeah. I knew it had to be something. I was like, please tell me I didn't just screw up everything. Yeah. So yeah, the hopper has to fill up with 5 blocks of 64 as well. Yeah.
Okay. Well, once again, like you said, for stuff like cobblestone, smooth stone, dirt.
Yeah. So
you'll have tons of it. And it's not wasted.
Yeah.
It'll all eventually work its way through the system.
Which still means the second that last block out of the chest above it comes out, that light will go off. And if I'm actually paying attention, I'll say, okay, well, I still have everything in the hopper. So.
Yeah.
And I may actually be able to put one more light at the top, not for this chest, but the chest below it. I don't know. I have to double check, see if I've actually, once I get it that full, if I've got that comparator's actually hooked up to that chest. Not.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it is. There's already a comparator there. Never mind. There we go. Don't step one tile in front of you. I'm going to put one more. There we go. That way you can't quite see into the workings down there. Yeah, that works. Yeah, I like that. Again, it's slow, but I like that. So then these...
Mm-hmm. And truly, how fast is it going to have to be? I mean, how often are you going to come in with more than a
that one
load
should
of anything?
Be there. That one will be right there. That one will be right there. Ideally, the chest should be there. What I may have to do with that one, basically divert it over there and then kind of run a hopper sideways, like run it down and then sideways like over to the chest or something. Yeah, I'll probably have to do a chest, do a hopper right, like chest, hopper, and have the hopper facing that way into a chest underneath there. That'll work still probably. Yeah. And then these two just have to. Ooh. That one's going to end up lining up right in front of it. It won't be an issue, but it'll be right in front of it, underneath it. So I may actually have to break that piece of glass there and put something there or whatever. Or again, these, on this side will be maybe my super bulk items again, like, and then these won't actually fill all the way up to the surface. I'll have like some scaffolding or something set up that I can get in there and place the items or something like that. I don't know. I have to play it by ear as I go. And yes, I use redstone blocks because I've got so much redstone right now. I'll probably end up. Yeah, I was thinking that too. As it gets longer, it makes a nice twisting effect around it.
Mm-hmm.
You still have some redstone on you? I'm at smooth stone.
Redstone.
Okay, I'll drop the 3 I've got on me.
No, I'm out.
All right, time to go for some more. Said I just want to get everything that I currently know where it's at of the smooth stone, at least just for that one tower there.
Oh yeah. It's cool to see all the, like I said, the towers, the light strip light up too.
Yeah, and again, it's not that I want to abandon my old base here, but at the same time, it's kind of like if I can move everything to the new building, I would like to do that just so it's like everything's kind of in, I think I got it all. Everything's in one location,
Okay.
This I'll still use. This will probably turn into just a wood storage, literally how much wood there is. Different types of wood. This will turn into a wood storage.
Yeah.
I'll probably eventually either try to make some wood farms or something, or tree farms or whatever you want to call them, or just keep going back to mine fiends. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've discussed before, all 3 of us, not just about him, but with him, about the fact that, it's the same kind of problem that we had when we did, the Feed the Bee server, the Bro Bee server. Like, once one of us builds a big automated center and all that, it's so difficult to do something yourself. Because it's just like, oh, well, I'll just go over there and get it from
it's
there.
It's like, somebody's got a nuclear reactor that can charge my drill in 10 seconds as opposed to me charging it off solar panels for 37 seconds. And it's like, there's no point in it. Yeah. That was, again, not a reason that I would want. Again, I know it's a moot point anyway, but just the server reset, it's just the fact it's like, even like some of the stuff that I have done, like I would love to, like this type of stuff. I mean, I know this is stuff Mine Fiend's done a long time before, this type of stuff, like brewing stands and stuff. The fact that I've never done it is, I like it, and again, it's not the fact that, again, I can incorporate it into this build, and that's what I was talking about doing now that I've got a big building, and some of this stuff I may incorporate inside the mansion or whatever. I may even have some of these little minis, like these towers here, have a mini version inside the house, where again, it's only like 4 lights or something of just, again, commonly used items, or specialty items, especially whenever you can start making mossy cobble. I may have mossy cobble inside my house or something, or diamonds when I have that many diamonds,
Well, I keep telling you, you know, anytime that you're feeling like everything is just
I
too
know.
full, New Dwendland is still on here. You can go to New Dwendland and build in
I
a
know.
fresh
I
zone
know.
all
And
to
I
your
need to.
heart's content.
I keep forgetting about it. Anyway,
But yeah, the other trap you run into, it's not that it's just easy, but yeah, it's why I've started constructing stuff over at the Hive and all. It's not just that, you know, I feel guilty because it's like, oh, it's so easy just to run over to Mine Fiends. It's not that so much, but it's also that you do have to run over to Mine Fiends. So if I'm standing there at the Hive and I'm like, oh, I need to enchant something. Well, I don't have a mob grinder. You know, I've had that zombie dungeon right below the museum there for literally a couple of years now, and have talked about turning it into a zombie grinder. But, you know, every time I want to do it, I just run over to the Hive. But the thing is, it's like, yeah, if I'm sitting there, it's like, okay, it's like a 5 to 6 minute trip to get over to the Hive. And if I had one here, I could have, in those 5 to 6 minutes, gotten my 30 levels
spawned
and
enough.
enchanted.
Well, this is a neat thing. I don't know how you don't mind watching Minecraft videos, like how-to videos and stuff, do you? I don't know.
Why would I mind?
I don't know.
They're not my favorite. I mean, I prefer to just watch people play and have fun, but I certainly don't mind how-to videos.
Well, there's a
I mean,
good
I've
one
watched
that
a
I'll have
number
to
of
send to you. Again, I think it's Mumbo Jumbo, the one that I watched do this, the potion stand. I want to say it's him. He does an iron pressure plate, because I think it's not only it's not only block items, but it's actual entities on the block. And I think the iron one detects once you get up to, I don't remember if he says it's based on the number of mobs or if it's something else, but when it hits kind of a magic number, which is kind of the number you need for 30, you can actually, it will depress, like it'll actually press, and you can have it set up to send out a signal to, like, you know, a lava blade attached to the wall or whatever, a lava dispenser where it'll pop out the lava and instantly suck it back in. And basically you can make it in an area no bigger than this area we're standing in here. You know, once you have the mobs funneling in here with like a path or whatever, like a water path, soften them with that, and then all you have to do is hit them. And that keeps us from having to do like the big, crazy, long line of repeaters for the timers and stuff for the crushers. So again, you have a single dispenser there that pops out lava
and here comes a perfect example of what I'm talking about. The question about there are iron pressure plates in the game.
Did you forget that? And there's gold
I had no clue.
I
don't think I
gold
ever
pressure
knew.
Plates too.
It's not a question of forgetting. I didn't know that either.
It's crazy how they work. Like, it's based on the number of items sitting on top of them. Like, you can throw out a
Did they come in the same time?
creepy noise. Go ahead.
They come in at the same time as comparators and that sort of stuff. Yeah, see, I think I probably vaguely read about them at the time and then essentially forgot about them within 30 seconds. Yeah, I had no clue you could make them out of gold or iron.
Gotcha. And they're, again, I think entity specific. It's not just the number. It's not like just throwing a stack of items on top of them. I think it's actually the whole thing's on top of them. So they're, that's originally how you could pay, to enter a dungeon or whatever. You had to find like the 14 pieces of whatever, and then you had to throw it in a hole. And once they landed on the pressure plate, it would, activate and say, there's 14 items on me, and then it would send out a current. Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know exactly how they work, but yeah, as I said, I think he shows a system where it's counts them
basically counts the mobs.
Exactly. Auto dispenses it once it reaches that number. And that wouldn't Yeah, I mean that wouldn't
Yeah,
be
definitely
that
send me a
hard
link
to
for
set
that.
up, because then it would, you could also have it set up where it would push out a half slab or something to block the rest of the mobs from coming in. Like it wouldn't fill it up over level 30, and then you could burn the 30 and then reset the trap, and it would pull the half slab back out of the way and let mobs back in again. Oh, it's running pretty well.
Doing good.
Alrighty, bro. It's 10 o'clock again, and unfortunately, it may be time for me. Call it quits again.
Sure.
So yeah, that's pretty much what I was working on. So one tower is done.
Very well done, man.
Yeah, probably work on this one if I'm on tomorrow night. Maybe work on this one. I'll make this one a dirt one. That or actually, I'll probably make this cobble.
I hate doors. Okay. Third time's up.
I think you can put. Let me double check. I think you can put a pressure plate. I don't have a pressure plate anymore. I think you can put a pressure plate on top of glass. Maybe I may have to put a pressure plate. I don't know. When did that come in? That was probably always in the game. Let's see here. Let me try to find these videos while I'm thinking about it too.
Alrighty.
History.